Hello and welcome to this week's edition of CUTV Newscenter. I'm Stephen Ruffing, filling in for Danny Beck.
And I am Jess Crossan.
Some people are calling it the storm of a lifetime as Hurricane Florence sets its sights on the East Coast.
In the California borough, a state of emergency was declared on Monday, which saw schools letting students out early and many checking on their basements.
Rainfall totaled 6 inches on Tuesday as Pittsburgh International Airport over a 72-hour span, with other low-lying areas seeing higher totals as the water rushed to creeks and rivers in the region. Pike Run in the Cal Borough swelled over its banks, and houses along the body of water saw floodwaters rising throughout the day. The Mon River topped out at 28.3 feet in Charleroi around noon on Monday, which is slightly above flood stage. Firefighters and rescue crews responded to calls throughout the day to pump water out of basements and to pull cars out of pooling water. With the forecast in the coming days seeing much of the same weather, drive safe and stay away from water on the road.
Students, clubs, and members of the campus community headed over to the Convocation Center earlier today to rep their clubs and to gain new members. The Fall 2018 Org Fair featured more than 100 clubs that are aimed at academic interests, the arts, politics, volunteering, and sports. Over 1,000 students packed the CalU Convocation Center for the event. Some clubs had live demonstrations, such as the Judo and Self-Defense Club, the Computer Club, and a live remote by our partners, WCIL. The biannual event is open to all Cal students and is a way to showcase our clubs and organizations. The first event of the 2018 school year brought many new faces onto the campus of CalU as freshmen made the residence halls homes for the first time. The class of 2022 was welcomed with a move-in day picnic, yoga and cycling classes on the quad, disc golf at the SAI farm, kayaking on the Mon, and a shopping trip to the Tanger outlets. Welcome weekend was wrapped up with ice cream and fireworks, along with the candlelight new student convocation.
Now for a little bit of a cooler story, as Castle Lot Creamery made their way back onto campus to dole out free ice cream to students. Unlike years in the past, the creameries continued to scoop ice cream until they ran out, leading many to wait in line to grab a quick treat between classes. The lightning-fast process of using milk, fresh ingredients, and liquid nitrogen to blend up the ice cream allowed Castle Lot to keep up with the demand and keep everyone cool. Students had the option to choose from vanilla, chocolate, salted caramel, and Butterfinger flavors. iPhone fans and techies all across the country converged in Cupertino, California for the latest technology that will be rolling out from the tech giant. The iPhone XS and the 2 other sizes of iPhones that were released from Apple led the lineup, but an update to the Apple Watch was also a big draw to the event. Sticking with the OLED displays and the all-glass back gives the new iPhone a familiar face on the outside with a boost to speed and display on the inside. The XS will start at $749 with models that go all the way up to $1,099 in price. Now, Jess, you take a look at those prices. I mean, ridiculous for the new iPhones. And iPhone and Apple, they're not going to stop there. I mean, they're just bumping out these iPhones like crazy.
I know, I still have the iPhone 6 because I cannot afford to update to a brand new iPhone because of those costs.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And we also want to welcome Jess for her newscast of the semester, and hopefully we'll be seeing your face a lot more.
Here's hoping.
There you go. Thanks, Jess. And up next, I will be taking you, we'll take a look at the weekend weather forecast from the CalU Weather Center. Please stay tuned.
Are you a visual storyteller? The Cal Times and CUTV is looking for students with an interest in expanding their skills in photography and videography. We call it visual journalism, and we're here to offer you opportunities to learn how to shoot and edit from a wide range of events at California University of Pennsylvania. Our focus is on local coverage of sports and news events from campus and around the region. We provide on-site training as we help you develop your skills as a visual multimedia storyteller for the Cal Times newspaper and CUTV Newscenter. To learn more about visual journalism opportunities and join our team, Visit our media production facility in the Natali Student Center or email the Cal Times at caltimes@calu.edu.
California University of Pennsylvania athletics has a long tradition of excellence on the playing field.
In the classroom and in the community.
The Athletics Day of Giving supports excellence in CalU athletics.
And its success begins with you.
We need your help to reach our fundraising goals in support of athletic scholarships.
Student athletes need your help.
Our student athletes have a higher academic success rate than the national average.
More than half of our student athletes have a GPA of 3.0 or higher.
Our student athletes are constantly recognized as successful in our conference and at the national level.
Help us help our student athletes.
Your gift will make a difference in the lives of student athletes as they work hard in the game and in the classroom.
Join us today, September 25th, for our Athletics Day of Giving.
Every gift counts. Visit www.calu.edu/athletics-give to make your gift.
CalU. CalU.
Good evening. I'm student meteorologist Dalton Lochran, reporting live at the CalU Weather Center. Here's a current satellite view of our area. The big picture, Hurricane Florence, currently a Category 2 hurricane, soon to make landfall later on tonight against the North Carolina southern shore. That'll eventually stall out and kind of hover over this area for the rest of the week into the weekend. And then eventually we will get some rain from Florence, but just not a lot, maybe about an inch or two. Here's the current forecast track for Florence. Like I said, Category 2, probably late tonight into tomorrow morning is when we'll see the landfall. Like I said, it hovers over land down on the southern shores. Here's Georgia, South Carolina, stays a depression by Monday morning. It's still over that area. A lot of rainfall is going to be for this area. Could be pretty deadly. Even though it is a Category 2 hurricane, we'll go back to the satellite image. Look how wide this storm is. Storm surge can appear all the way up into Virginia now with this storm. It weakened, but what it did, it weakened and then expanded its wind field. So now we're seeing strong winds far out from the center of the storm. Could be pretty deadly. Even though it is a Category 2, it still needs to be treated like it is like a Category 4 is what they were expecting earlier in the week. For our area though, no rain yet for the area. We do have a chance at some scattered showers later on today. If we look at our future radar, we see that a few passing showers could come, but nothing more than that. Same thing for tomorrow as well. It's going to be hot and humid again tomorrow. Couple passing showers, I wouldn't expect too much. Keep that umbrella handy if you are walking outside. Make sure at least in case it does rain. Here's Hurricane Florence as it goes to make landfall. This is an estimated radar picture of what we'll see. Notice how wide I said that is. That's all of North Carolina in that field of wind. For our area though for today, it's humid. A few passing showers like I just showed you on the radar that we really won't see too much of that. Might not even see any rain for our area. And again, for tomorrow, we're right on that edge for showers again. Like I said, scattered showers, same thing we're seeing today. We're going to see the same exact weather again for tomorrow. It's going to be humid and sticky. But for this weekend, it's a beautiful weekend. 80 degrees both Saturday and Sunday for our high. It's going to be warm. Could be a little muggy just to start off your day Saturday, but it'll eventually get a little bit better before Sunday. Sunday's a nice, beautiful day as well. Hurricane Florence will make its way into our area early next week. Monday and Tuesday, we can see some showers from her when she makes her way in. Again, I'm student meteorologist Dalton Lochran. Have a great week.
Welcome back to CUTV Newscenter. I'm Stephen Ruffing with your entertainment report. As homecoming shortly approaches, CalU is getting ready to get the party started. It was recently announced that country band Lone Star will be performing at Rodman Park after the Vulcan football game on Saturday, October 13th at 8 in the evening. Before the game, get your lawn chairs ready for the annual homecoming parade, which will be at 1 in the afternoon through the main campus and the California Borough. More homecoming details to come later in this month. On September 23rd, Cal U is hosting Relay for Life at Adamson Stadium from noon to 6 in the evening to wrap up Family Weekend. The event will have carnival games, a dunk tank, and plenty more. Relay for Life is an event that raises money and awareness for cancer research. If you are interested in joining, go to relayforlife.org/PACalU and click the Join This Relay button. The fee is $15 per person, and all proceeds go to the American Cancer Society. It will be a fun-filled day of fighting cancer and spreading hope. Unfortunately, there was no Funny Freaking Friday this September, but have no worries because your Fridays will become significantly more funny in October. Cal U and SAB will be hosting comedian Brandy Denise on October 5th. Brandy's stand-up is honest, witty, refreshing, and provides you with a burst of energy. Brandy has also written and produced her own solo show, I'm Not Crazy, I Just Love Hard, that's sold out in 3 different runs. As always, the show is free at 7 in the evening in the Vulcan Theater. Get ready for your Fridays to become freaking funny once again. Underground Cafe also returns tonight at 9 p.m. The first underground of the semester is DJ night with special guest Jason Leach. Leach is an EDM artist as well as an alumni of Cal U and will be performing on the quad. Along with Leach's performance, Cal U DJs are encouraged to come out to the event and spread their music as well. The party will be going on all night from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. on the quad behind Heron. And to round out entertainment for this week, we have The Incredibles in the Vulcan Theater. In this lauded Pixar animated film, married superheroes Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl are forced to assume mundane lives as Bob and Helen Parr after all superpowered activities have been banned by the government. While Mr. Incredible loves his wife and kids, he longs to return to a life of adventure, and he gets a chance when summoned to an island to battle an out-of-control robot. Soon, Mr. Incredible is in trouble, and it's up to his family to save him. Showtimes are 11 a.m., 7 p.m., and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 4, 7, and 11 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Now, Jess, I mentioned Relay for Life wrapping up Family Weekend. You know, you're president of SAB, no big deal, but what else is involved in Family Weekend? What else can we expect?
So the Student Activities Board is planning novelties in the morning with Stuff-A-Buddy, which has been a fan favorite on this campus, as well as finishing out Alpha Art, which we had earlier this week. Then we encourage everyone to go down to the football games, but we will also be selling Pirates tickets for $5 for the game later that night.
Wow, I'm excited, and I hope everyone on the California campus is excited as well. Coming up after the break, Colin Kirkwood will have your sports report.
High school football is back on CUTV. Brownsville versus Bentworth. Upper Dauphin versus Millersburg. Charleroi versus Fraser. California versus Washington. Bell Vernon versus Greensburg-Salem. Elizabeth Ford versus North Catholic. Carmichaels versus Union. Ringgold versus West Mifflin. Beth Center versus Fraser. Catch all the action on your home for high school football. CUTV, California University Television.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath.
He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties.
He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Saturdays are for the Vulcans. At Ohio Dominican, at Kutztown, at Shippensburg, home versus Edinburgh, Coldbowl versus IUP, at Clarion, homecoming versus Gannon, at Mercyhurst, home versus Slippery Rock, at Seton Hill, home versus Westchester. Catch all the action live on CUTV and WCAL.
Welcome back to CUTV Newscenter. I'm Colin Kirkwood with your sports report. The California Vulcans football team traveled to Kutztown this past weekend for a PSAC crossover matchup. Let's head to the campus of the Golden Bears for the highlights. First, California gets on the board here with a run from Nelson Brown right up the middle to open up the game, 7-0 in favor of California. Later on, California is on the attack once again. Noah Mitchell passing to Chad Livingston, who knocks away a couple of defenders and finds his way into the end zone. 34 yards on that one, but he wouldn't be done after that one. Later on, it's Colin Delgado for the Golden Bears, keeping that one and running his way into the end zone, and he gave California fits all throughout this game. Later on, California on the attack once again. Here is Noah Mitchell airing this one out long like a pair of dirty gym shorts all the way down to the end zone. 84 yards on that one. Great pass by him. Later on, it would be Craig Reynolds running into the end zone for the Golden Bears, and he was a force to be reckoned with as well, as the Golden Bears were menace on the ground. Brian Brooks would convert a 34-yard field goal, 31 rather, to increase the lead for California to 24-19. Later on, once again, it is Colin Delgado working his way up the far sideline, and nobody would catch him here on this one, as he, once again, was a thorn in the Vulcan side. And here's Craig Reynolds once again diving into the end zone. 2-yard rushing touchdown on that one. And then the final touchdown scored by California would be Nelson Brown once again rumbling into the end zone to bring California to a total of 31. As you see here, the Vulcans trying to either tie or win this ball game, but the Kutztown defense would stand tall and seal the game with that interception, giving them the win 34-31. Noah Mitchell would finish with 418 passing yards and 2 TDs. To his credit, Chad Livingston pulled in 163 reception yards and 2 TDs for him as well. Jimmy Pierce managed 9 tackles on defense for the Vulcans. The women's soccer team was also in action yesterday against the Fighting Scots of Edinburgh on the road. Let's see how that one turned out. 2-1 would be the score from Erie County, as the Fighting Scots would get the victory. Goal scorer for the Vulcans would be Rebecca Leixel. She would score in the 74th minute, and that would be her first of the season. Also, the men's team would be in action against Roberts Wesleyan in New York, and they finished in double overtime. Second time that has happened for them in their season, as they went into double overtime in their home opener. Goal scorer for the Vulcans would be Eric Campbell. He would score in the 20th minute, and that would be his first of the season. Now let's take a look at the upcoming games for the Vulcans from the Vulcan schedule board. Quite a few things to keep you up to date here with between now and the next news center. 2 football games on the ledger this weekend at Shippensburg. 1 p.m. will be the start for that one. Make sure you tune in on CUTV Sports 1 for that action. And then the home opener for the Vulcans will be the 22nd of September when they take on the Fighting Scots at home. Feels like it's been a while, and they are officially back. The women's soccer team will be going on a 2-game road trip on the 15th and the 21st when they take on Kutztown and East Stroudsburg at 1 and 3:30 p.m. Men's soccer will also be on the road with 2 contests at Wheeling Jesuit and at East Stroudsburg as well, both 1 p.m. for those. A big slate of games for volleyball, as 2 home games versus Lock Haven and Bloomsburg at 6 p.m. and 1 p.m. on the 14th and the 15th, and then 2 on the road out east at Pitt Johnstown and Shippensburg on the 21st and 22nd. And I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited to be back at Adamson Stadium for a home game for the California Vulcans.
Yeah, you know, Jess, we were talking about family weekend, and of course that includes the first home game for California. It's going to be exciting to finally open up after 3 away games.
And that doesn't even count the playoff game that was on the road last season as well. It has been a long time. Nonetheless, very exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Colin, and thank you for watching CUTV News Center. We have more news and information posted on our CUTV YouTube channel, and we are online with our partners at the Cal Times on their website at caltimes.org. Have a great night.
The Student Association Incorporated, or SAI, has been serving California University's student body since 1937. SAI is owned and operated by the students, which means every student has a voice in the corporation. Over 100 clubs and organizations are funded through student activities fees. These clubs and organizations cover a wide variety of interests, from academic, arts, media communications, faith, politics, service, sports, recreation, and much more. If you don't find a club you like, you can start your own by finding 20 like-minded students. The opportunities are endless. The Student Association is directed by a board of directors made up of undergraduate and graduate students, alumni, and retired faculty. In addition to clubs and activities, the Student Association owns 2 areas for recreation that total close to 200 acres, Roadman Park and the SAI Farm. Roadman Park hosts club sports such as men's and women's rugby and the club baseball team. A variety of intramural sports are hosted at Roadman Park as well. The Vulcan tennis team plays its home matches at its facility, and a baseball field serves as home to the club baseball team and a practice field for the varsity team. The SAI Farm offers many different recreation and meeting opportunities. The renovated farmhouse, which dates back to the 1790s, has space for meetings and banquets. A picnic pavilion seats up to 128 people and is equipped with restrooms, playground, horseshoe pits, and volleyball court. Throughout the property is the disc golf course, which was the first course built in Washington County. There is a fitness course around a portion of the cross-country track and nature and hiking trails across the property. If that's not enough, the Student Association owns Vulcan Village housing near Roadman Park, approximately 1 mile from campus. These fully furnished apartments offer private bedrooms with the option of private bathrooms too. These options include 2-bed, 2-bath, 4-bed, 4-bath, and 4-bed, 2-bath. Housing at Vulcan Village includes all utilities, cable and internet, along with an outdoor saltwater pool, basketball court, and sand volleyball court. Room service dining is also available to the residents. Vulcan Village houses 770 people spread out among 199 apartments, so finding something to do or someone to spend time with is a breeze. The Student Association Incorporated aims to make student life better for all students. Get involved in the various clubs and activities, and make sure to utilize your activities transcript. The activities transcript is a resource to keep track of what you're involved in. This is great to have when applying for jobs and internships to show how involved you are. And this is another awesome tool provided by SAI. Remember, SAI is your student association.